Students, in the before videos we learned some of the artificial fibers, that is nothing but the synthetic fibers. In this video we are going to learn one more synthetic fiber, that is nothing but man-made fiber, that is rayon. Like nylon, rayon is also one of the synthetic fiber. Let us see, it is also called artificial silk. Rayon, otherwise also called artificial silk. Why it is called silk? See, nylon is an artificial cotton we are saying, whereas rayon is an artificial silk. This means the properties of the fabric which is made up of rayon resembles with the properties of artificial silk. Means properties of the silk and as well as rayon are up to 90% are similar. Remaining 10% are not. Why? Because natural silk is always natural. Artificial rayon is always artificial rayon only. Now let us come to the next point. The first commercial production of rayon is taken place in USA in 1911. Why it is happening in USA? Because at that time only the people of England slowly migrating towards USA. They developed the texture of rayon in that. Why? Because the word rayon came from Rhea. Rhea is a place where the artificial silk was developed. From this word rayon only, the word Raymonds came. We should remember that. Now, come to the third point. The first rayon factory in India was constructed in Kerala in 1946. See, why they constructed in Kerala? Any guess? The answer is the first Britishers and many of the such kind of the people who came from Dutch, Portuguese, and those are all members first came to Kerala only. And that to be for the manufacture of rayon, wood pulp is required. Wood pulp. That wood pulp is mainly come from rubber plants. These rubber plants are more in Kerala and the next one is in West Bengal. So for them the nearest place is Kerala for them. So for that they constructed the first rayon factory in Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram district. Right. Now come to the fourth point. Comparison between rayon and silk. Let us compare why and what are the ratios. Silk obtained from silkworm. You already know in your lower classes we learned. Silk cocoon will be, and the silk cocoon is kept in hot water. It is undergo the process of boiling. After boiling, they are going to reel the silk thread from the silk cocoon. But a problem is there here. It is not available in all the days. Silk cocoons will be available mainly in summer days where more amount of the mulberry or oak trees are grown. So that is the biggest failure in the case of natural silk. Of course, natural silk is too beautiful when compared to rayon. Now see this one. Silk obtained from silkworm, whereas rayon is a synthetic, means obtained from wood pulp. Let us discuss how the manufacture of rayon is taken place. Now come to the second point. The fabric made up of silk is very costly. Why? Because it is natural. Natural is always costly. The fabric made up of rayon is cheap. Even at least 40 rupees also we can get a shirt which is made up of rayon. But the problem is it won't absorb the water in a proper manner. Now come to the third one. It is not accessible in all the days. Here the word it indicates natural silk. Does not accessible in all the days. Now I already said it is accessible only in few days only. At that time only we should take the silk outside from the silk cocoons and then we should store the silk for a certain time. But whereas well as rayon is accessible in all the days. Why? Because it is extracted from the wood pulp. Let us discuss some more points with regarding the comparison between the rayon and silk. Now let us see the next point. Production and maintenance of the silk clothes are very difficult. Why? Because while reeling the silk from the silk cocoon, it should not be breaked. You already know the silkworm secretes its saliva in the form of silk thread. The first class silk thread is at a length of around 5 to 6 meters length. That is the length of the first class silk thread. While reeling that silk thread, whenever it is breaked at a point, again by taking the another piece of the silk, it is not at all easy thing. It is a difficult one. So, not only production, after the preparation of the cloth, silk cloth is also maintenance is a little bit problem. Why? Because worms may enter into the silk cloth and they spoil the silk cloth. So, costly silk clothes are not at all possible to maintain in a proper manner. Now comes to here, whereas the rayon, if it is made up of rayon, it is cheaper and can be dyed easily. Dyed means making the color is called dyeing. Natural silk, we can't apply the color. It will be there in a regular manner only. Light brownish color. Light brownish color or light yellowish color, silk color. Whereas in the case of rayon, we can apply different kinds of the colors. Various colors we can apply to the rayon. Now, come to the things what are made up of rayon, means uses of rayon that we are discussing. Rayon mixed with cotton to make bed sheets. Nowadays we are getting more amount of the bed sheets. Different kinds, different varieties of the bed sheets. Second one, rayon mixed with wool, which is used to make carpets. Sanitary products. You know what is meaning of different kinds of sanitary products. These different kinds of the sanitary products are used by both male and as well as female persons. And diapers. Generally we are using the diapers for the kids. Those diapers, bandages. Whenever a small cut is there, if we went to a medical shop, they will give bandages. Those are all the bandages are all made up of rayon. Let us discuss now how the rayon is produced artificially. Now, let us discuss the method of preparation of rayon. What the steps that we are following. See, generally rayon is a synthetic fiber. Though it is synthetic fiber, it is made from the wood pulp. How the wood pulp is came? The wood pulp is taken from either wood or otherwise bamboo. See, large quantity of the wood or otherwise bamboo is chopped into the pieces, and after that it is grinded, converted into the form of a paste. That wood paste mainly contains cellulose. So for that we can say rayon is made from plant cellulose, so it is also called cellulose fiber. Actually we can say it is a natural only. Why? Because it is coming from cellulose. But meanwhile in the process we are applying some of the chemicals like sodium hydroxide, sulfuric acid, and those are all. For that sake we can say rayon is an artificial fiber or otherwise synthetic fiber. Now, the wood or otherwise bamboo is chopped into the small finest pieces and they are grinded, converted into the form of a thick paste. That thick paste is called pulp, wood pulp we will call. That wood pulp mainly contains cellulose. So the inner compound that present in the wood pulp is cellulose. Now at this case, the wood pulp is mixed with sodium hydroxide and CS2, carbon disulfide. These two are the chemicals. What is the use of sodium hydroxide? Sodium hydroxide gives a whitey nature to the compound, and it is used to bleach the total wood pulp. If some other ingredients are there in the wood pulp, they are vanished by sodium hydroxide. Then what about CS2, carbon disulfide? It gives stringy bonds among the molecules of cellulose. That means the molecules of the cellulose becomes very stringy because of carbon disulfide. Now, by mixing the wood pulp with sodium hydroxide and as well as carbon dioxide, and it is very finely grinded, we can get a syrup-like material. That syrup-like material is called viscose. Here the question is, what is viscose? The syrup-like structure that produced when the cellulose wood pulp is mixed with either sodium hydroxide and carbon dioxide is called viscose. Now, this viscose is treated with dilute sulfuric acid. What is the use of sulfuric acid? You know, sulfuric acid is a dehydrating agent. Means it is used to remove the water from the compound. So, the water molecules that present along with the viscose is removed by the sulfuric acid. Then, this viscose is passed through a spinner net. That spinner net having a small holes, you already saw that one. Now, a fine threads we are going to get. That fine threads is nothing but rayon. Means if you observe, the rayon is coming from the cellulose. The cellulose is present in the wood or otherwise bamboo. So we can say that rayon is a natural fiber. Why? Because it is coming from nature. No, we should not call it as a natural fiber. Why? Because meanwhile we are treating it with chemicals, so it could be called as an artificial fiber. These are all the steps that we followed while in the method of preparation of rayon. Thank you.